and welcome to my channel. I'm currently nap trapped and the dog doesn't like me talking to my phone and the baby is sort of waking up and being snotty and disgusting. I thought I'd try and do this because I'm not quite sure when I'm next going to get to my PC, but I've hurt my wrist from a little bit too much crocheting, so I've ordered a big chunky ergonomic crochet hook holder thing. You'll see it when it comes in, don't worry. And I'm thinking of taking a break from crochet projects this week and then maybe try and do some tidying up, some reorganizing of some bits and pieces, and maybe even some painting instead of crochet. So let's see how this week goes. Hello and welcome to I Has Art. Today we are on the floor with a barking dog and a crying baby. Hello, my name is Hannah and welcome to I Has Art. We're doing something a bit different today. I have no idea where the camera is on my phone, so my eyes are going to be everywhere. But I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor. I have a cup of tea behind me, and today's been a really busy week. Socially very busy, which has been great. We've seen friends, family. I'm seeing more friends and family this week as well. So I just haven't had a lot of time to kind of get any crafting in. I've also been giving my wrist a rest. I think the last couple of weeks has been quite intense as I've been doing some crochet within a time frame. So my wrist has been a bit sore. And I wasn't doing my warm-ups that I usually do. Bad Hannah. So I thought I would bring you down onto my living room floor with the dog and her play basket behind me and a snotty baby in front of me. I thought I'd bring you down to my living room floor and go through the UFOs, unfinished objects, or UFPs, unfinished projects. I thought I'd go through what I've got. Hello, Bella's bought me a bat. It's not a real bat, it's a toy bat. This is going to be one of those videos, isn't it? It's going to be one of those awkward videos. Give me it! Give me it! Give me it! Can I do my thing now? Thanks. Whee! Good girl. So UFOs, unfinished objects, or UFPs, unfinished projects. I'm going to give you a tour of my masses of project bags where I've started something and haven't quite finished it for what reason or other. And this will be a really good sort of inventory take, so I know what yarn I have left and how I'm going to finish it, and maybe reserve some for these projects. And then maybe I'll try and focus on finishing on these ones first. I'm going to start with my Snoopy bag. So within the Snoopy bag, I have one of my favorite project bags, which unfortunately the writing is coming off, but it says, "A wise woman once said, 'Fuck this shit,' and she lived happily ever after." This was a project bag I got from my sister many years ago, and I used to take this to work with me all the time. Yeah, I used to take a sweary bag to work. Oh yeah, so here I started this. This is supposed to be a phoenix, a baby phoenix. So I've actually got the body. Oh yeah, and I love this. A friend gave me this. This is where I keep my crochet hook heads for my interchangeable crochet hook. The ones in here are the plastic ones. Unfortunately, the dog ate my plastic handle, so I'm gonna have to switch this out. I believe I have, oh, there's all sorts of things. I have basically a kit ready to go in here. So I basically have all the toe pieces for this. And I was starting on the feet, but it was a really fiddly pattern that really drove me nuts. And I kind of gave up because the feet were driving me bonkers trying to assemble them. So you have all these, different toes, and then you have to go in around and then go up into the leg. So basically, the little phoenix baby has 2 little feet and then some tail feathers, and then I have to hand sew in loads of fluffy stuff to make it look really fluffy. But I was planning to cheat and see if I can, because it's very soft yarn, maybe I could just brush out the fibers to make it look fluffy. This was a pattern from a book my husband gave me as well, which is on the shelf, which is too far away. I can't be bothered to go get it. Which are basically baby mythical creatures. And the Phoenix one, I had the colours for lying around, so I thought I would just do it there. So I will definitely finish this, but it will probably be on the back burner for a little bit longer because I know that the feet are really fiddly. So definitely not when my wrist is still recovering. Hi Bella, can I help you? So I had to get special eyes for that Phoenix as well, massive ones, and the only ones I could find were like huge bag of eyes. So giant plushies are in my future. Oh, this one's gonna make me sad. So this this was my little Lulu plush. So some of you who know me more personally, I had a dog called Lulu, who it was a pug corgi cross. She lived to the age of around 2021. We're not quite sure, and I think some of her records got muddled up, but basically she was most definitely over 18. And I used to live out in Canada, and she came over from Canada with me, and very recently, at the start of the year, we unfortunately had to put her down. I started this years ago, and I wanted to make like a little Lulu plush doll and make her look like a little Canadian Mountie because she was a Canadian dog. I can't remember the pattern I used for this. I do have some legs, I think, for her somewhere. I don't think it's in here. So I'm not sure if I have... So basically this flappy bit was like her collar, because she always used to wear a red collar. And I do have a hat somewhere, but I didn't like the hat, and that's when I stopped. And I definitely do have some little arms somewhere. I've even got a needle stuck in there. But yeah, look, she has a little curly tail and everything. So she, again, is very close to being finished. I think I was going to try and crochet and sew some bits and pieces to add detailing to the Canadian Mountie jacket. I never met an actual Mountie. Disappointed when I was down there. I'm definitely going to be finishing this. Oh, I love the eyes and everything on this one too. What else have we got? Oh yeah, flowers. So these are a bit squished. This was kind of an experiment because I really liked this mushroom bag pattern I found, and I wondered if I could do it with a different type of essentially granny square. And so for some reason I gave up trying to assemble it. So this is supposed to be a tote bag. So I think it's sort of supposed to be like this, like that. And I can't remember why I stopped working on it, but it's just a mini little tote bag, basically. I don't think it'll take too long to finish. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers still to attach, and then I would have to make, oh bless you, and then I'd have to make the straps for it as well. I'm not sure how much of this beige yarn I have, but this is using the Drops Paris, or the Paris Drops yarn, or Drops Paris yarn I have. And actually this has been in the bag for ages, and I always thought this stuff was really rough, but actually since it's been in this bag it's actually softened up quite a bit, which is good to know. It's just pure cotton, but yeah, I had all these different flowers. So I had a red one, pink, yellow, purple. I was just using up yarn essentially. The bag itself is probably going to be a bit heavy just because of all the little roses everywhere, but it was fun. Like, it could be something for the baby as she gets older, when she can play around with it. And then I have another one in here, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because this was I have the legs for this somewhere. I was trying to make a friend a birthday present many years ago, and I was rushing to finish it. And when I was rushing to finish it, I sewed the head on wrong. I need to give him a bit of a decapitation and sew him back together. So this one I'm definitely going to be finishing, but I do have to do some surgery on him first. So that's bag 1. So how many projects was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 unfinished projects just in that bag. Whoops, this is going to go down well. Bag number 2. So this one has a front pocket. Let's have a look in the front pocket. Oh, hello. I've got another bag. This one's empty. I like picking up these little bags, especially when I go to the theatre and stuff. So this is from Heathers the Musical. mascara, maybe some lip gloss, and we're on our way. Oh! I love this thing. So this is an ergonomic crochet hook handle. Unfortunately, the dog has eaten it. I've actually ordered another one. This isn't as in bad a shape as I thought it was, but I've ordered another one because the dog ate this one. But it's still usable, so I can have it as a backup. Oh, found some almond candies. I'm gonna eat those later. Ooh, yes. Yes, I also have a planter bag, which I've been using as a ball holder. As a yarn ball holder, whatever. You know what? Anyone knows. This is my ergonomic crochet hook box for my metal ones, so I have a handle and then I interchange them. It's great. But this I started, sorry, the baby's found something to play with. This I started when I just found out I was pregnant, and the idea is that I'd have this as like a cardigan to wear in the summer, and it would go like this, and it has these bubbles, and it's sort of like an A-line, but I think I did the edging wrong, so I'm gonna have some weird edging up the seam here, but I think it'll be fine. And I think I just couldn't decide if I wanted to make sleeves or not, and I think I probably will. But this is made out of merino, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and the drape on it is lovely. Just look at that. This was a very, I mean, it should have been straightforward, but I was making it, so I kept getting confused. But it has these like little bubbles on the end, which is really cute and really pretty. And yeah, after having this in the bag for a while and pulling it out, it's actually quite exciting to find it again. I do have loads of yarn in here for it, so let's have a look. This is Drops Nord. I really like Drops for some reason. Oh no, so it's not merino, it's Everyday Comfort in alpaca and wool. So it's really super soft. Thanks, baby. So this is Everyday Comfort in alpaca and wool, Drops Nord. It's so soft, it's going to be so warm, so I thought it was good to kind of have like the sort of netted look, so it's nice and cozy. The baby's got hiccups. She'll probably need a nap soon, but I'm definitely going to be finishing this. I might be able to do this as my next one. I'll have to double check the pattern and make sure I've got the hook free. I'm hoping the hook I've got in the bag is the one that I need. Now I have these boxes. I can't remember what's in them. It might just be yarn. Let's have a look. So these are for one of the little guys we found earlier. I think I put everything I needed for them in this. So this is everything I needed for that plushie that had the dodgy head. I will not reveal anymore because it was supposed to be a gift for a friend many birthdays ago. Box number 2. Ta-da! What's in here? Ooh, yes. Okay, I've actually recently got the yarn sorted out for this. I'm not sure if I have enough. The dog ate the zipper, so I can't open it properly. It's probably going to come out really small, but now I have a baby, so the baby can have it. This is a shawl, or will be a shawl, and it's going to be wings. Thanks, baby. So this, I have no idea what yarn it is, but it's so buttery soft. I absolutely love it. And I was making wings. There's a really popular pattern somewhere for basically a shawl that turns out to make these look like owl wings, whatever, and I had just the right yarn for it. I don't know if I have enough to finish it. And if I do finish it, it might come up small. What are you doing? Why are you gargling? So if this comes up small, I could use it for the baby. I have no idea where I am in the pattern. I obviously stopped halfway through the pattern, so hopefully I don't have to frog it. But, I mean, it'll probably be a decent shawl size. Look at that, that's probably adult size. But I would love to finish this because it's absolutely beautiful pattern and this yarn is gorgeous. And I do have a few balls of it, but I have no idea what yarn it is. It's It's just nice. It's just nice yarn. Oh, I found the Lulu arms. Little Lulu arms. Yeah, I've got 2 of those. Okay, so I can finish her off. I even have the belt. This was like supposed to be like a belt that went around the base as well, so I just need to stitch that on. This one is merino, and with what I know now versus what I knew then, yeah, that's what my inner dialogue is doing as well. I might have to start again because A, I'm not that tiny anymore. This was supposed to be a top, and this won't even cover my boobs. Unless I can repurpose it into a baby dress, maybe. Also, with what I know now versus what I knew then about fibres and yarn, is this will be way too warm for a summer top. What was I thinking? I mean, maybe if I'm feeling brave, I'll frog it again. But I think the best thing for me is to potentially try and figure out how to make this into either a baby blanket. A baby blanket would be nice. Or a baby outfit. It is really nice quality stuff. But I was in Egypt with my choice of pattern and yarn. I had to cut that last clip short, as you can tell, because I had a baby that needed attention. And now I'm having to deal with a dog that's barking outside. It is constant noise in this house. As you can see, we moved the living room around to make more space for the baby. So I'm sort of figuring out new places to sit around in. That was it. That was it for my stash. So that meant about 7 or 8 unfinished projects, which actually isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, since most of them are quite close to the end. And I also wanted to give a very quick update before I sign off on the baby hat. I ended up undoing all of the top of it and then just doing a circle to then bring it all together then, because it did look absolutely ridiculous. And the frills are probably a bit too much in the frill department. However, it's really cute on her. I'm really pleased how it turned out. I cannot wait to make another one. I already have ideas to make another one. I want to do some like a beachy sea themed one, and instead of having the frills, I'm just going to make it go straight down at a sort of angle. So I'm pretty confident I can do that now I've played around with this, and I'll have loads of different colours and stuff to play with on the next one. And then it doubles up as a baby sensory toy when we've forgotten. That is it for this week. It's another long video, but thanks for sticking with me if you stuck out this long. I try and upload every Monday. I have quite a raw editing style. You get an insight of how chaotic my day-to-day is with a newborn baby, and a tiny chihuahua and a husband. And I'll share with you various projects that I've got going on and keep you updated week to week on my crafty shenanigans. I love hearing what you guys are up to, so please leave a comment, like and subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing here. The idea is just to have these on in the background so you get a bit of company whilst you're doing your crafts. If you like to, you don't want to craft alone. I understand. Yeah. At the end here we have how to subscribe and a link to the playlist that I put together. It was requested by someone who watches to do a podcast type playlist, so you can just have these going on in the background whilst you're doing a long crafting session. So thanks again guys, lovely to see you, and see you again next week.